Okay. Well, today I wanted to do something different. Do a voiceover over a clip here from Company of Heroes 3 on PS5, and just kind of want to give maybe some of my thoughts on the game with it coming out to console, and maybe kind of go through what I was doing on this match. This was a 2v2, so I had a blast. So I felt like this was a pretty cool one to share all the way through. So yeah, first off, welcome everybody. Hey there to anyone and everybody. I loved Company of Heroes 1 and 2. So when I heard the third one was came out, but coming out to PlayStation 5 within a week before it released, I hopped on it. I was so psyched. Now, the campaign, not too bad. Felt like the Italian one was maybe a little repetitive, but pretty cool with the turn-based strategy and then the core missions that progressed you through. And then the African campaign was a little bit more of resemblance to Company Heroes 1 and 2 with the storyline, but with its own little twist, and that was fun. I had a lot of fun with that. I think I just did it on normal mode, if I'm not mistaken, just to kind of get back into it. But I use a keyboard and mouse. It's a lot more quicker. The controller has no problem with it. You know, if you're taking your time, you want to sit back and not be all up in front of your screen, and you know, just have some comfortability at your disposal. Definitely a cool thing to do. I like how it switches really quick, whether you use a keyboard or mouse to controller. So that's nice. But so let's talk about the multiplayer. I think the core gameplay, bam, it's there. I have a lot of fun when I play this game. Doesn't seem too unbalanced, whether I'm playing the Germans or the Allies, as Britain or USA. It's definitely just finding that strategy that works early on to help you be stable, and then either defend or push out, depending on your commanders. And the commanders are alright. I don't think they're crazy like how I remember Company of Heroes 1, where you had the V2 rocket coming in from Germany, or like having howitzers for USA. Those were nice. I'm an artillery fan, so even in this match right here towards the end, I used the Calliope Shermans, and that's fun. That's just a lot of fun when you catch people off guard and they're just getting bombarded when they have groups of infantry or posted up with a NG somewhere, or even their own mortars, whatever it might be. So yeah, I have a lot of fun when I play this game. Now, I just want to say a few things, some things that are on my mind. 10 years since the last Company of Heroes, and it's like they're missing features, or maybe could touch up on things, or just decided not to add them, or whatever. I'm not going to cover everything that I think of, but the core stuff is kind of annoying me. But so, like, for instance, I don't know why I can't type to anybody. I can't communicate with anybody. You know, in the menu it says shift and enter, and then just to type it out, or to switch between team and chat, all chat, and there's nothing happening. A box just comes up and that's it. I can't type in it, I can't select it. It's the most irritating thing to me, because I can't communicate unless they happen to be a PlayStation player and I could talk to them in a party online on PlayStation Network. So that kind of confuses me. But like, there's just very limited settings for if you want to make a custom game, if you want to for matchmaking. It's like, which maps do you want, or modes, like players versus 1v1 through 4v4, and then that's it. You can't pick a region, can't pick, I want to be any forces, whether it's allies or the Axis. You have to, you pick one, and then you just gotta wait. I mean, waiting times for me average is like 3 minutes. That's not bad. I just think that some things are just missing, and I'm hoping that they'll come in time with updates. because there shouldn't be amateur hour stuff with these games that come out, you know, the past few years. Prime example for me, because I'm a Battlefield player, is 2042. It's like when they released that game, they gave me the alpha. You know, but now it's a splendid game. Everything's being added more than I've ever thought. So props to those developers, and I'm hoping the same thing from the company Hero Studio. You know, I think their past titles have been amazing, and I get they're trying to make something accessible for console players with PS5 and Xbox, the newest generations out there. So I mean, it's a fun game. Now, maybe one other thing I wanted to mention was that no player card or customization of like my player card or units in the game, or there's no stats. Like some of those things I remember being in Company of Heroes 2, and then they're just not there. So that kind of confuses me why they decided not to. I will say though that thinking back on it, like it was maybe discouraging to see, oh, this player had so many wins and like so few losses. It's like, do I really want to go up against this kind of person? But like, it's not like any other game out there has to consider matchmaking based on your skill level, and then choosing to be matched up with players around that. Or maybe you just don't care. Like there should be some kind of option, but there's just, you can't see how many times people have withdrawn from a game, how many times people completed it with a victory or a defeat or whatever, how many, what's the most used country. So I can kind of get an idea of how to go about if they are, you know, excellent at using Axis, and I have to be, you know, sly and cunning with my allied users. Because sometimes you have to, because Axis is just sometimes beefy. But not to say allies can get around that. There's just not any of that there. And it seems like I can customize my stuff. Like it says I'm a pioneer, and there's like an emblem, and then there's like a picture in the background. But everybody has the same thing. It's not like it's not like I can change it and be different or unique and show off my time in the game. And like Call of Duty does it, Battlefield does it. It seems like they're trying to do it in this, but like it seems pointless to have it there if you can't customize it at all. And then it seems like we all just are seeing the same thing for no reason and might as well not even be in the game. But that's minor as heck. So that's pretty much all I wanted to kind of talk about there. It's fun. Looking forward to updates, and I want to see this game thrive. It's cool. It's a cool experience when it comes to real-time strategy games, and I prefer them over real-time. Oh, sorry, over turn-based. Not to say that could be fun too, but this is, you know, under pressure, challenging, being creative, being aware, and diverting your resources to achieve the victory. So this match was a lot of fun, 2v2. I forgot which CO I picked. I think it was the one where I can use the Calliope in this one. So basically, I chose, like, initially in the first match, beginning stage of this match, I chose a Weasel just to go out there. It's a little scout card, and I can start like capturing bases, and then finding out where an enemy is, and then have them follow me for as long as I can to like all the way to the back of their base, because they're trying to push forward, and I go all the way back, and I start capturing points back there, because a lot of people ignore those unless they're trying to build up and push forward. But I like to go out and work my way up to that point. But like, it was just so funny to find myself just lurking around and capturing points and distracting them. That was my whole thing. Once I figured that out, I was like, oh, I can use this little scout vehicle and capture points and then move around and keep them busy, because then they'll be like, hey, he got this all the way back here, how do you do that? And I have to go seek it out. So like, I started doing that, and then I build my MG guys so I can start holding points But the biggest thing is like once I get a vehicle with a flamethrower or infantry with flamethrowers, and they just annihilate me, and then I become useless. But that didn't happen in this game, which is really nice. I did try to like hold my side first, and then I went out to try to help my friend, my ally. He seemed like he needed some help, so I put an MG off to the right a little bit, and he was fighting it over there. The enemy team really pushed infantry hard at first, and at some point towards the end of the match, or like halfway through, they started clustering me with a martyr, and then little anti-infantry vehicles, like the I can't even think of what it's called, but it's like the Greyhound, but for the Germans. And yeah, he started annihilating me. But like what I like to do is try to get AT guns further back, and then I'll push them up when I have some infantry around, like some MGs in some buildings, and then that's kind of what that was my main priority. And then I sent out a chaffee tank, an M24s, and I had it rolling around. I was kind of just surfing through the lines and just trying to sniff out what was happening, but I kind of got a good idea that they were really pressing my friendly there. So that was kind of my objective, was to help him defend my point. Didn't seem like they were giving me too much trouble until more towards the end. But then I started try to be more defensive, and I tried to like put barbed wire or maybe tank defenses around, just trying to like help myself out in the future, and then maybe put some line mines down. But like right here at this point, I'm like trying to use the P-47 strafing run to try to murk him. He caught my attack in time, so that was a little bit of a fail. But like once it hits them in a good run, they get pinned down, and then they just get annihilated. So when I can, I like to use my munitions for exactly that, those clusters, or anybody who's giving me a problem. Throw a grenade, throw an anti-tank grenade, whatever it might be. Even smokes are helpful. I've found. I didn't used to use those in the past, but like right here, yeah, set up tank defenses. I was like, man, if they push through, because I think at some point they tried to at that location. Yeah, this was fun. It wasn't like we were overpowering them; they were entirely overpowering us. It was pretty balanced. Sometimes you get people who don't know what they're really doing, or who are a little bit too slow. And this felt pretty fun. And more towards the end, that's when I used the Calipes, and man, they pushed us. They really wanted to hold on, and I was really not trying to let them. I kept bombarding them, and just their groups of infantry were just rolling through together. So I was like, I'm gonna bombard the heck out of these guys, and then they really pushed my side actually, and made it hard for me to hold my point until I was able to get more infantry up, because I realized, oh wow, I have only AT and tanks, and then Calliope tanks, and I didn't have any like riflemen or engineers rolling around. I actually don't think I even built an HQ or a barracks for riflemen to deploy until like more towards the end. If anything, I don't even think I did. No, I didn't. I didn't even make it. I can see it on the tab there. It's grayed out. So that was me trying to be like, all right, I need 8 HMGs, I need anti-tank and tanks, and that's what I did for a quick match. I was like, we just gotta hold it down and then push through with my commander points and with the vehicles there. So that was a lot of fun. I had a blast. The enemy didn't give up. He really kept trying. He had me keep using my AT guys to capture points because I didn't have any infantry to capture it and just to finish the game. But it was splendid. So I hope you guys and girls enjoyed something new that I was trying out today. I didn't have a script in front of me, but I kind of have a lot to say. That's just this is Roman thoughts in my head, and I don't post on forums or online. I kind of just bicker here and there if I can type it out or talk to people. But you know, playing these games for years on end, it's just like, yeah, I have some ideas, but I think it would have been fun to just talk about it, see where this takes me. You know, whether I want to keep doing this to get some decent feedback, or maybe, you know, do more of it. Maybe be a little more prepared. I was kind of just going off the tip of the tongue, and yeah, this was fun. So Arab for Life 92. Gonna head out. You guys have a good rest of your day, and you know, leave a comment. Let's talk about some things. I play other games. You know, maybe you'll catch me streaming. I'm not consistent, but it's fun when I do it. And so I will leave you guys to it. Enjoy the rest of the day and the rest of this video, you know, until the victory. I had a blast. So I look forward to doing more stuff with this game and seeing it progress. Alright guys, until the next time, I'll see y'all out there on the battlefields of whichever game I'm playing.
Let's get everyone inside. Come on, shake a leg. Get a move on. Come on.
Enemy movement near victory point.
Red Tails, reporting.
Tank depot. Get those foundations laid. AT crew standing by.
Getting hammered here.
All right, they want us up front.
Get down. Ready for it. M24 rolling in. M24 rolling in. Jeff, you're reporting.
Enemy is losing their grasp. They're down to 100 points. We've lost a weapon crew. All dead.
You ready to get smashed, boys? You heard the boss. Get it done.
Jeff, you're reporting.
We have command points that need allocating.
Smoothly she goes. Fighters here. Straight for target, dead ahead. Where to, sir?
Weapon team, under heavy fire!
We got orders.
Commander, we have Sherman whiz-bangs available to hammer the enemy. A weapon has been decrewed. Their lines are holding at 75 points.
Jeff, come on, head out. CO felt we needed something to do. Bring her to a stop. P-47 airborne and ready.
Weapon crew, you're with me. AT crew standing by.
Where to, sir?
That's it. Enemy down to 50 points. Force their retreat. point is
ready
under
to ruin
attack.
Jerry's
We
day.
must act.
Our objective's clear. SOP,
Heavy
boys.
machine
Straight
gun
that
has been
target.
requisitioned. We have vehicles ready to be dispatched to the front. They've captured a victory point. We've lost an anti-tank gun.
Sir, yes, sir.
Been told where we're needed. That zone looks good enough for us. Get to it. Eventually!
Time to wrap the crust wherever he goes.
Weapon crew. Get ready.
You have 3 command points available. Artillery batteries have smoke shells ready to provide cover.
Move out, now!
We've lost a Chaffee tank.
We're up! Weapon crew, get ready for action! 30 cal ready!
A squad of SSF comes.
P-47 awaiting a target.
Stow and move!
Look alive, boys. We're up.
Get that infantry out in the open! Now, we're marching to Cave in! Everybody in!
Don't waste our time! We want that area! No faster history!
AT gun ready!
We got a man down! Taking losses! We're out of here!
A Sherman with a whiz-bang rocket launcher is ready.
Those guns ready. Orders just came in. And how exactly are we supposed to stay?
Smoke screen on your mark.
Get those guns ready. Orders just came. We're gonna dive into the line, secure that ground.
Whiz-bang here. P-47 ready to ruin Jerry's day.
All right, men, we're up.
Straight for target, dead ahead.
We have infantry standing by, Commander.
Enemy tanks nearby. Get us in close. Pull it back, steady.
We've been told where we're needed. Let's get this show on the road.
Orders are incoming, men. Secure that sector. Keep a low profile.
The only thing that matters is killing crowds. Save that Sunday school preaching for back home.
What's our objective? Taking it from under them.
Got the word from battalion commander.
Sir, yes, sir. That tank's got a death wish.
You have command points ready to spend.
57 needs order. Wait a minute.
Almost there. Germans have 25 points.
Whiz-bang here. Red Tails, reported.
We have vehicles ready to be dispatched to the front. Hellcat has been completed.
Rocket artillery on standby.
Rocket barrage, raise 50. Keep 'em hell. Defend our victory point. We're losing it.
7 needs orders. You ready to kick some ass?
Smoke screen on your mark. You have a Hellcat reporting for duty. Order confirmed. We can't hail our Hellcat. Crew dead.
Action's down! Artillery incoming!
Skies are clear. Ready for orders.